Today I'm going to show you the Sunix RGB Wi-Fi LED controller. So it comes in a box, as you see here. Inside you have the user manual, the controller box itself, the cover for the terminals, and two screws to fix the cover for the terminals. I will show you the operation and the installation of the app, but before I would like to show you what's inside, because it's always interesting to know the internals of the gadgets we are using. So, inside the controller, you have a Wi-Fi receiver, the power supply, which has some capacitors to remove any noise. You have the two LEDs, which you see on the back of the unit here. It's written power and link. And then you have the RST, which stands for reset, probably the RST button, which you see here. So you use a needle or something to poke through the hole, which is already present on the back of the box, and you can reset the unit if it crashes. Of course, I hope it doesn't crash too much, but if it happens, you can reset it without having to unplug the wires and everything. So that's pretty convenient. Besides that, the unit is quite simple. This is a real-time clock on the back. This means that it's able to store the time, so you can probably do some scheduling. We'll see that with we'll see that with the app. The 5 black boxes here are transistors for the output channels. There is no fuse, no protection. So make sure when you do the wiring to do it properly, because otherwise it's very likely that the transistors here are going to blow up if you mess up. So just be careful. I'm back with the Sunix RGB LED Wi-Fi controller to show you the operation with some LED lights plugged in. So just a quick description of the terminals. You have on the left the input terminals. V- is the ground, V+ is the 12 volts or 24 volt power supply. So I've got a power supply plug here and I can plug it in later. Then you have the output terminal. So you have V+, which is the constant power. It's actually connected to the V+ terminal at the input. And then you have the RGB output channels, which are for red, green, and blue. And then you have WW, warm white, and CW, cold white. So it's actually a 5-channel controller. I've never seen any 5-channel RGB strip. You can find some 4-channel RGB strip with either warm white or cold white in addition of the RGB channels. But it means it's good because it has more capabilities than what you can find on the market. So it's probably useful in the future. It's future-proof. Or you can also connect different strips of different colors LED light if you want more capabilities. So it's quite a good unit. And I'm really curious to see what happens when I first plug in, because I didn't configure it yet, so let's turn it on. Okay, so it appears that the default programming of the unit is some kind of rainbow fading pattern, and now I'm going to install the app and show you how to change that. The application for an Android phone is called Magic Home Wi-Fi, so I've installed it. I'm going to connect the phone to the Wi-Fi controller before starting the application. So it's easy because the Wi-Fi controller comes default programmed as a Wi-Fi access point. So it's going to show up in my Wi-Fi list. And sure enough, you see LED net, C something, whatever, it's some serial number. So I'm going to connect to that. It's an open Wi-Fi network, so no password is required. And then I'm going to open the app. So what do we have? Doesn't work. Aha. Is it default of my phone? Yes, I want to stay connected. Try again. Okay, it works. So it was my phone that was complaining that it had no internet access and was asking me for confirmation. So if that ever happens to you, just confirm and you can go on. So something you need to know is that you don't have to connect the phone directly to the Wi-Fi controller to use it. You can connect the Wi-Fi controller to your home or office wireless router, which is pre-existing, and then you can control it from there. So it means the Wi-Fi connection of your phone stays available for internet access, because if you're connected only to that, you don't have internet access, obviously. So I'm going to do that and I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, so I've connected the application to the Wi-Fi controller, and now I've told the Wi-Fi controller to connect to my home network. So when I do that, it briefly stops the blinking, now it's back, and then there's a progress bar. It says wait for the LED device to restart. So I assume we have to wait, well, a few more seconds, and then we'll have full access to all the settings. Yes, great. Setup is almost complete. I have to come back to my home wireless network now, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll see what the capabilities of the controller are. I've connected my phone back to my wireless network, and I'm going to go back to the Magic Home Wi-Fi application. So let's see if it finds the controller through my home network. Yes, it does. I have one controller here. I guess you can have multiple controllers because this seems to be a list. You have all on, all off. So let's, oh yeah, it works and there's no latency. You see, I press the button on, it goes on, off, goes off. So that's pretty cool. Long press to modify. So yes, I can make group, change the device type, rename it, I can give name and so on. And if I do a simple press, it asks me the mode of operation. So you can use it as a simple dimmer, you can use it to change the white temperature of a strip which has both warm white and cold white chips. You can use it in RGB mode, RGBW or RGB warm white mode. So I'm going to use it in RGB mode only because my strip is just RGB, but make sure to do the proper setting according to what you have plugged in. So I confirm. I clicked on the controller and I can control it from there. So I can turn it on by clicking here, and then it goes back to the color which is selected. So you see something pretty interesting is happening. I select red, goes blue, select blue, goes red. So that means I've actually messed up the wiring of the strip. So I'm going to fix that and I'll be back. I've corrected the wiring of the terminals. Now it works properly. If I select red, it's red, green, it goes green, red, it goes red. So you have many functions. You can change the brightness very easily. You can do some pre-recorded functions like yellow, fading. There are a lot of change. 7 color strobe flash. So that's probably good for people who want to have who want to do some advertising. For instance, you have a shop, you want to catch the eyes of the passerby, you can use one of those modes. It has strobe flash, you can change the speed. So I'm not going to go through all the different possibilities of this application because it would take actually a lot of time. There are a lot of settings. Have you seen as you have seen, the installation is very easy. You just connect the terminal, it works. You can check if the installation was successful without even having to connect your phone because as it comes in, it's already changing the colors by itself. So it's very convenient. You can have multiple units on the same Wi-Fi network, so you don't have to connect your phone to each individual unit, and you can use many units at the same time. So I believe it's a good product. It doesn't heat up. I can't feel any heat at all, so it's very efficient. So I definitely recommend that product if you want to do some lighting for either the home or the office environment. I'm probably going to give it 5 stars once I finish testing all the features, but I'm not going to do that on video. So I hope it's been useful to you, and happy installation. Bye.